So, I want to introduce you to what I was like 10 years ago before the first person, I should say, the first obsession that I had to deal with from someone else. You know, yeah, like I said, yeah. You're going to see somebody that's not what you see on here normally, um, especially here lately. You're going to see what I was like pretty much my whole life. I had moments, and I do mean moments, not so fucking drug out like a lot of people have seen for the last decade. To the point, like, I'm pretty sure my kids, I think they know better. But you're going to see the difference between somebody who felt like they actually mattered compared to what you see right now. Back then, that was when somebody actually, like, put focus into the relationship, and friendships were friendships were there. You could go visit a friend once in a while, or include the person you're with your friends, or vice versa. That they go out and hang out with their friends once in a while, and you go hang out with them too once in a while, and families. But those aren't your priority. If your friends are good friends, they understand why you don't come over every day and you have somebody at home. If you have good friends, they don't try to influence you to destroy what you have at home, whether they like it or not. The, like I said, the person I used to be before all this shit, before I ended up becoming disabled, and at that point I became a piece of shit because somebody's family has an absolute prejudice towards anybody who basically doesn't make more than you pretty much have to make 100 grand a month to make somebody happy, which because of that level of expectation, that also did a lot of damage to another person trying to get approval from that one. The constant obsessing over other people, though, and all that bullshit before I was being treated like constant shit because I'm disabled. Meet the Jason before this one got broken. In case you're wondering, this is my other channel. Go to vids. Oops, short. I try to keep all the dramatic shit off this one. But here we are. This is what I was like. I'll put it this way. This was the last this is the last time I was actually genuinely happy in my relationship. Yeah, I was out with my best friend to do a memorial fish for my brother Jess, who had just passed away. And if it wasn't for my friend Nacho and for this other person, you wouldn't see that person sitting there smiling. Most of the time, you didn't know if there's something really wrong, like something was bothering me. I was always like what you see there, what you're going to see. I had my moments, they might last a few days, a week, here and there when it comes to what I had to deal with. Um, when my wife left, that was the longest I was really hurt, but as you can see, I was able to move on. You see how happy I was right there in that picture? This is what I was like before I was put last place. Tainted love! Tainted love! And this is Nikki from Silver. This is what I was like all the time. Always smoking bud all the time. I mean, I did, but not like all the time, constantly. This person that you're seeing, that's how I was all the time. You see what happens when someone loves you a shit ton and it waits a decade for you to decide when things are important again? When you try to get approval from somebody who can never be happy unless you hit the fucking lottery. When the only people you should be seeking approval or feeling like that approval or whatever you want to call it is your other half, your significant other. It's good to have that, verified, gratitude and approval and all that from others, but the person that you're more or less trying to actually please in life outside of yourself is the person that you go home to. And when you stop doing that and you've got them trying to carry your load to try and make things good for both of you while you're too busy worrying about other people, they broke me on that. How many years can you be running last place and you keep falling further and further back because you're disabled and they're too busy trying to please somebody who expects you to be a millionaire? There's a reason why millionaires and shit like that are in a very small percentage of the country, so it should tell you how unrealistic they are to have expectations of you that high, and you're trying to chase for that approval. And the only way you can do that is to become just as dirty as that person who put that fucking approval that high up to get. This is why you worry about what you have at home, not worry about what's in somebody else's home. If you're with somebody and you can't put them first, right? Right with yourself, because that's where they should be. If they're your equal, they're first, right with you. Don't make them sit there and wait for you for fucking 10 years to decide, well, I got somebody at home that was pretty happy and I was pretty happy until I decided to go fuck around and stop giving a shit.
I was like, shit, I thought we put more line on that.
No, I was avoiding it.